Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Serious Competition, the competitive gaming series where no one knows what they're doing and all basic logic and strategy is thrown out the window. I cannot believe I screwed that up. Already off to a good start.
Anthony, this is your intro. Come on.
Yeah. Anyways, Anthony joining you once again. As you can tell, I have John on the line. How you doing since I've asked you the last time? Or I cannot speak today all of a sudden.
You know, this was after the Seven Wonders Duel video, and let's just say it went well.
No, we're not going to go any further than that. But yeah,
for whom you'll never know, but it went well.
Yeah. So this is another. So we're doing another episode of Serious Competition because I think this might be one of the first videos where I'm starting to move the channel to a Wednesday, Saturday video schedule. I explained that more in the previous episode of Strategic Preparations that I uploaded. I think it's episode 5. I'll have a link for that in the description, as well as a link to the Serious Competition playlist. But in the meantime, we are playing some Battlelore today. Now, if you've never heard of this, this was a game set in the Terranoth universe that Fantasy Flight produces. Unfortunately, we haven't seen any news about it in about 5 years, so it's been a while. It got replaced. Essentially, I think it got pseudo-replaced by Rune Wars.
I don't know what Terranoth means either.
Terranoth, it's the realm that a lot of these... It's the realm that this game, Rune Wars and Descent, take place in.
So it's just like how the Magic series is... Magic the Gathering is part of the Chandelar series.
Whatever that means, yeah. But anyway, so the game's out of... we're pretty sure the game's out of production. It kind of got replaced by Rune Wars, but... I still enjoy this every once in a while. I have most of the stuff for it, so... we played a test game a few weeks ago, and John absolutely demolished me, so... Let's see how this one goes.
It's pretty fun, admittedly. Not just because of the fact that I won, but, you know.
Okay. So, let me just double check to make sure that I am going to... that we do this correctly. Because... I gotta make sure if we go back and forth on this one. Okay, so we each go back and forth taking our turn, and I go first. So I get to play a command card first. So what do I want to do here? Well, okay, actually this is an easy one to play. Attack center. So I'm going to pick 3 center lane units, and that's going to be my 2 units of Lancers and my Rootin' Golems on the border.
Okay.
So I'm just going to grab my 3...
where you're gonna go.
And also I should mention for scenarios, John's is Power of Infiltration, so he can recover health via retreating, or if he destroys a unit on my half of the board, he gets victory points. Yes. And for me, my Rune Golem units, which are these 2 here, if they did not move during their move step and they occupy a hill, they can perform a ranged attack. And I gain a victory point if a Rune Golem occupies one of these 4 hills over here. That first rule applies to these 3 hills.
I had wished that I had wished that he hadn't picked any of these just so we could have a disadvantage, but here we are, playing a fair game of this game.
Speaking of which, you don't have your unit cards out. You might want to grab those.
I do.
Okay, so speaking of units, I should probably go over those. This is already going well. I have 2 units of Citadel Lancers, 2 units of Ironbound, 2 units of Greyhaven Battle Mages, 2 Rune Golem squads, and a Siege Golem, or Golem, excuse me. While John has, looks like 5 units of Blood Harvesters, 3 units of Blood Sisters, and then 2 Obscenes?
And 2 units of Obscenes, yes.
Alrighty, so...
units of Obscenes, anyways.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move some stuff. So we're just going to start with the Lancers. They move 3. We're going to move into the forest here. 1, 2, and hold... Actually, we're going to move into the command tent here.
Question, Anthony. When you say... When a unit is weak, does that mean it's like at 1?
Yes, if a unit is weak, it has 1 model left. Except for, I think Siege Golems can't become weak. Don't quote me on that. We'll check it if it's we'll check the rule
I
if we
imagine
have
it has
to.
only one model, so I imagine you'll have to figure out another way in which to calculate health for that.
Yeah. Well, it takes damage points. Don't worry.
I would hope it would.
Yeah, it takes damage points. So
Be
rune
overpowered if
golems.
it didn't.
We're gonna advance up to the hill. If you paid attention to what my scenario
Really?
is, that's not a surprise.
Are you now?
And now I get to
Are you
attack.
now?
Now, they did move during their move step, so they don't get to make that ranged attack. My Lancers don't have a ranged attack, unfortunately. The only ones are my Greyhaven mages, so
And
that's
your
not a
Citadel
thing.
Lancers certainly don't.
Yeah, so now I get my victory point, so I have one hill occupied, so I get a victory point.
And it is on your half of the board.
I draw a card from the command deck. That's useless. And then I either can gain 2 lore tokens, gain 1 lore token and draw a lore card, or I can draw 2 lore cards, then discard 1.
Wait, where are you getting this from?
It's the rulebook I have in front of me.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and take my 2 lore points. And it is now your turn. So, first your command step, what are you going to play?
Let's have a look-see. What we want to do. That's not technically an elite, unfortunately. Really should have thought this over a bit more given where you're focusing, but that's fine. You can change this. Playing Battle March. Order 3 units that are not weak.
Okay, so you just get to pick
Not that
anything
any
you
of them-
want.
Yes, because this is this early in the game. You see, now you've come onto my cunning decision as to why I chose that.
Yeah,
Although
lovely.
I wouldn't say it was really all that cunning, but whatever. Let's think here.
Oh, okay, I'm having some technical issues. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Let's move to see. Let's order you guys. And for the final one, let's order you. So, now, as for the moving, can't select, there we go.
Also,
Moving this guy 1.
John is also, I'm not sure if this popped up in any previous videos, but John was having issues with multi-selecting, but now he can multi-select for whatever reason.
Yes, now
Also-
I can multi-select.
Also, John, remember
Yay.
craving. Remember craving.
Ooh, craving. Ooh, craving. When you move step, move an additional hex as long as it.
Days is some hungry boys.
Yes, they is some hungry boys. You can tell by their big fat bellies.
They're not fat, they're just... Oh wait, that joke doesn't work.
They're big boned.
I was gonna say fluffy, but they don't have fur.
You could still say it. I don't think Gabriel Iglesias is fluffy.
That was supposed to be an Ice Age reference, but oh my god, that just went in a whole other direction.
What? It's Gabriel Iglesias. You
I
don't
know.
who Gabriel Iglesias is?
I forgot about that. Oh my god, that was a herpadope moment on my part, and now I can't speak again. Ugh. My self.exe has crashed.
Don't you worry, Anthony. We all have problems with speaking sometimes. Let's move these guys, or these girls, I guess, since they're blood sisters, over here. But it ends their turn because they're forting.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
Stay the f*** away from my rune golems.
How about no?
How about yes?
How about no? It's combat time, I think, right?
Yes, it is. So, who's attacking first?
You know, you could have chosen not to move first, and then I could stay away from your rune goblins. I almost said rune goblins.
I was about to say, like, I mean, they are pretty short for the actual model, so it makes sense, I guess.
I don't know. I think they're actually bigger than my obscenes, even though my obscenes are obviously whiter than them.
I don't know. Actually, I have the box right here. I'm going to take a look at that while you're attacking.
Okay, let's have a look-see. So that's roll 3 dice.
With your Obscenes or your Blood Sisters? Oh, Blood Sisters, okay. I think you're muted.
So let's...
Oh, no, you're good.
Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So we roll this with the Blood Sisters.
Going straight
Bada
into my
binga.
rune golems.
Got a morale.
Okay, so a flag and a pierce, so...
And a pierce, so that does 1 to the rune golems.
Yep. And then the morale, the target must retreat 1 hex. I will retreat back here.
But it does say you may ignore 1 retreat each combat.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
May.
Rune golems are rune golems.
They ain't scared of nothing, because they're rocks.
Exactly.
They can't think.
Alrighty, so you're
Anyways,
Obscene. What is he gonna do?
Time for the chunky boys.
Or are they gonna do, I should say.
Let's have a look-see at what they're going to do.
Are we just gonna end up calling them chunky boys throughout the whole video?
I mean, this is what I'm going to call them. You can call them obscenes if you want.
Whatever.
That obscene. They just look fat.
Okay, I'm looking at the models right now. What do you got?
Okay, so we got 2 hits on your Citadel Lancers. I don't... My guy, unfortunately, doesn't...
You don't have any
Unfortunately,
heroic
obscenes
symbols.
Don't have any heroics, and that's a miss. So that's 2 on your Citadel Lancers gone.
Oh, there goes my whole tent.
I mean, I'll take that, too.
No, you are not getting those 2 points yet. You're not getting those points yet. Okay, I'm looking at the models right now. Actually, they're about the same size.
Really?
Yeah.
I suppose that makes sense, because I think the Rune Golem equivalent to the Obscenes, so...
Yeah, in the core set.
So that makes some sense.
Yeah, because they are...
Sense, I guess.
Yeah, the Obscenes are the Rune Golems equivalent in the core set, so... Or they were the equivalent in the core set since the game no longer... We're pretty sure the game's no longer in production.
Yeah. Well, they got 1 expansion, and then, by the looks of things, and that was it.
Well, technically 2, plus some smaller packs that added a little bit of content, but then that was it, and then Rune Wars came out, and then that got canceled.
And then that got cancelled.
Oh.
Play a song on the world's smallest violin for, Battlelore.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Where were we? Yes, me getting my ass handed to me.
I attacked. Yes, I kicked the asses of your Citadel Lancers.
Alrighty, so now it is your upkeep.
It's my upkeep turn. I don't know what I do.
So you gain victory points if you're on a banner and according to your scenario. You did not destroy anything on my half of the board, so you don't get anything. You draw a card from the command deck.
Draw a card from the command deck.
Now you have an option here. You can either gain 2 lore tokens, gain a lore token and draw a lore card, or draw 2 lore cards, then discard one of those cards. Or just discard any card.
Could you repeat that last one you cut out?
Draw 2 lore cards, then discard 1 lore card in your hand.
So either gain 2 lore, gain a lore, and then draw a lore card, or draw 2 lore and then discard a lore card.
Yes.
Discard any card.
Yes, and I don't think there's a hand size on how many lore cards you can have in hand.
Let me have a look-see. I'm gonna gain 1 lore and then draw another lore card.
Okay, so you should have 4 lore cards in hand.
Is there a discard pile for the lore deck, or do I just shuffle it back in?
No, there's a discard pile. It's just you haven't done one yet. So, anything else you're gonna do?
That's it.
Alright, so it is now my turn, so what do I want to play here?
That is a very good question.
And honestly, I don't...
Even I don't know that.
Actually, I have an idea. We're gonna play Line Advance. Also, put your command cards in a discard pile over here.
Right, so there's discard pile here.
So, line advance, I order
Or-
1 unit and everything. What
Oh
else
yeah,
can I-
it would be here because you move 1 unit in each place, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Now, I have a question with the command tent. Blocking terrain. Ah, damn,
Does
my...
it immediately self-destruct upon an obscene breathing on it?
No, I'm trying to figure out blocking terrain. Damn, I can't fire through the forest or the,
Yeah,
Command
forest is a
tent.
blocking terrain, and
Because
the command tent.
the sad thing about my siege golem is that if it moves, it can't attack.
What, really?
Yeah, but it ignores units when it comes to line of sight. But let's see, I'm definitely
you're talking about the hill, aren't you?
and no, yeah, the hill. No, these forests. I mean, the forest and the command.
Oh, you're
tent.
talking about the siege golem. I'm sorry, I heard rune golem.
Oh, my bad. Speaking of which, that's getting ordered.
You're ordering 2 rune golems with a side of fries.
That's more like a whole baked potato.
Or a baked potato with a side of rocks.
How did we get to fries?
I was making a fast food joke.
I know.
You said ordered because you ordered 2 rune golems and with a side of fries. You know.
It doesn't help that I'm now hungry for fries. I'll go deal with that later. Anyways. How much can my siege golem move? I can only move 1. We're just gonna move him over here. He cannot attack this turn.
You know how I feel having placed the obscenes on the other side of that.
Wait a
forest,
minute.
Which I now realize was a really bad idea.
Wait a minute. Thanks for pointing that out, because now you can't get to me. Rune golems are gonna hold position.
Pooh! Darn you! Darn you, Anthony, and your ability to think based on things that I say! Anyway.
Over dramatic cartoon villain impression for the win.
No, I'm just imagining you overlaid that audio with the bit from Finding Nemo where the pink fish is like screaming at the cleaning unit. Curse you, invasive scum!
Okay, we're back. We had a surprise technical issue there. I don't know what it was. It just randomly like slowed down and nothing was working, but
Yeah,
thankfully we got
ping
this
got
working.
a bit high there, yeah, so
What was that?
ping got a bit high there, so yeah.
Oh
May
yeah.
have caused it for-
Yeah, it might have been on John's end, it might have been on my end. I don't know. All we know is that it just randomly stopped working, so you probably saw an extended bit cut out there because honestly, you didn't need to see that because it was kind of annoying and there was a bit more cursing than I was willing to censor.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that was on me. I thought, well, you swore a little bit too, but I was definitely a little more expletive than that. Anyways, where were we? Ah, yes, I was trying to kick your ass. So, Siege Golem can't attack. These Rune Golems can't attack. These ones can, because of this ability. So, I get 3 dice.
Attack value of 3. Dare you?
And going into these Blood
Range of 2 to
Sisters.
3, so of course you are. Ooh,
And
it's
it's a ranged attack, so
ranged attack that doesn't do anything outside of
supported,
morale,
so morale, stunning blow, stun the target.
You could stunning blow me, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Cannot move, attack, counter, or retreat. So does that negate the morale effect?
Yes.
Wait. Actually, Anthony.
Yes. Well,
if
it
I would
would
be forced to retreat. Anthony.
Yeah.
Since you rolled that, and that would stun my Blood Sisters, can I use Power of Infiltration to turn that morale, which would retreat me,
No.
into a remove?
Because let me tell you why. You would move directly away from these Rune Golems, which would be straight into that Blood Harvester unit. You're supported, so you ignore the morale anyways.
If I were forced to retreat a hex occupied by another friendly unit, either remove one effect counter. I would move
Oh!
straight in there, and I can remove that.
Yeah, because I think all the effects happen simultaneously, and yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
Okay, so that works. Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me think here. So let's think about the two sequences here. So either I stun you, then you wouldn't be able to retreat, and the ability wouldn't kick.
Except the morale would force me to retreat.
But here's the thing. You cannot retreat while you have a stun token.
Said, if a friendly would be forced to retreat.
But it wasn't be forced to retreat because the stun token would cancel the...
But I wouldn't retreat because of the stun.
2 hours later.
I think that's the ruling, though.
How would I get stunned a second time?
No. You're not stunned a second time. You're only stunned once.
Oh. So we're doing that based on order of operations, whichever one we would have wanted to do. Okay.
I think so. Anyways. I didn't get the damage, but at least I kept them at bay. So now it is my turn.
That changes things.
Yeah. I get 2 victory points. Whoa, I just copied dice.
How are you...
You
gain 1, though.
I know I have 2.
Oh, right, you gained 2 because of that one. Alright, sorry. Anyways,
now, do I want to take the lore tokens? I'll take a single lore card and then take a lore token as well.
Let's think this over, Tom. Come on.
Alrighty, it is now your turn. What is your command card?
That is a good question. I'm trying to think here.
Oh, that was about the best card I could have drawn.
Kill that one. So, is that during my... Okay. Battle March.
Again?
Yeah, do another one. What can I say?
Well then.
Order you, and order you. Actually, order you, probably. That's fine, yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with this, actually.
Okay.
So, I pay 2 lore to get rid of the stun.
Okay.
So I can start doing stuff with my blood sisters again.
Lovely.
I move my obscenes over 1.
Alrighty. Oh, jeez.
I move my blood harvesters over here. And I move my blood sisters, which are consistently hard to...
Here, I got you.
Trying to grab
Where are you gonna
them.
move
Let's just grab them individually. Here. Then you can't ranged attack them with the own golems.
Yeah, but I can still punch him in the face.
That's a fair point, actually. I'm not going to do that.
Because they are not weak, so then it would have been a 1/3 chance of hitting instead of a 1/6.
I'm going to go over here then instead. Actually, what do I want to do with these blood sisters?
What, you gonna...
Do I want
You're gonna try to out Obi-Wan, the Obi-Wan strategy of getting the high ground?
Well, I mean, you've lost 2 Citadel Lancers already, so...
I have my rune golems.
Than I have. You've lost 2 of my you lost more units than I have, so I think you're in no position to say that you have the high ground.
I meant literally, not figuratively.
This isn't... Come on, Anthony.
Anthony jumping in here quick just to let you know that this section of the audio had to be cut due to personal details being discussed, so yeah. Okay, that I'm gonna have to censor out, but whatever, because personal details.
Sorry.
But now I have the high ground, so suck it. Suck it, blue. I mean, red. Damn it.
Aha! Suck it! Anyways, what do I actually want to do with this? Moving them there probably isn't a great idea. Let's actually move these guys here.
Okay, so now you're gonna try to out high ground me.
Out high ground you.
Alrighty, what's the play?
So first things first. Attack.
Gonna try to blow me up, eh?
Yes. You and I both know it. Yes, indeed. Yes.
Here you go.
All I need is one sword.
Or, well, anything.
Or 3. That'll do.
So now...
This one's dead. And I gain a victory point.
Yep.
Suck it, Anthony. And now with these guys here, let's attack this two Roan golems.
Okay, so the Blood Sisters, I'm assuming?
Yes, Blood Sisters. Wow. Oh.
Luigi. You get 2 Lord, that's it.
I gain 2 lore instead. Curses!
Alrighty, what is your lore phase? Or wait, don't forget, oh wait, you get victory points first, you don't get any. You then get to draw a command card, and do you want to take 2 lore, 1 lore and a card, or draw 2 cards and discard 1?
Let me think for a second. I actually have... I suppose I have something I can play. Since an enemy unit was eliminated while on an opponent's half of the game board,
Yeah?
overwhelming power, spend 2 lore to...
Oh, you just got double victory points for that. God.
Yeah. Yeah. So, discard pile for lore deck here.
Yep.
I'll gain 2 lore. So I gain a lore, and I'll take a lore card.
Alrighty. Sounds good. So now it is my turn. So what do I want to do here? Ooh. Attack center. So 3 in the center. We're going to go Citadel Lancers, Maroon Golems, and this unit of Ironbound.
Ironbound.
Lancers will not move. They will not move. The Ironbound will move up 1, and I think they have some weird ability. I forgot to, yeah, I was gonna spend a lore to move them up another space. I just didn't realize it was during the lore step, so they're gonna move right there.
So just to clarify, Anthony, what does counter mean?
Counter means after you get attacked, you get to attack back.
Okay.
So, my Rune Golems are gonna open fire on that Blood Sister unit on the hill.
Don't you do that? They're just minding their own business.
They tried to kill me. Correction, they actually did kill me.
And
okay, I dropped that. I dropped that. I dropped that because my hand got moved.
Oh, of course it was also a bad roll for you.
I gain a lore and one of them dies. So now it is... Okay, they attacked. Ironbound are not attacking. The Lancers are then going to strike back. They only get...
I could have used that. Darn it.
They... What? Use what?
I rolled 2 lore symbols last time with the Blood Sisters. I could have used blood magic with that.
Oh, okay. Citadel Lancers are going to attack your Obscenes.
Of course.
And I won't get charged because I was already adjacent to you. And I only get 2 dice because I'm in a forest.
Just try it. Stop me.
Okay, so I deal a damage.
And you forced me to retreat, but...
You get to counter.
I get to counter because of the Obscene's ability.
You only get to roll 2 dice, though.
I know.
So.
Oh, trust me, I know. Don't you worry about that. I gain 2 lore.
Okay. And then you get
Blast.
pushed back 1. I will not advance.
And wait. Actually, no, there's nothing near me, so that's fine. That's actually fair.
Okay, so now that is the end of my turn. We'll get rid of that. We'll draw that. I have 2 hills, so I get 2 victory points.
Oh wait, I forgot I should need to draw another command card because last turn.
Yeah.
Wait.
Let's see here. Okay, this is good. And then I'm going to go ahead and take 2 lore tokens. It is now your turn.
I don't like the fact that you are rapidly outpacing me in terms of victory points. I'm gonna do something about this.
Okay.
Moving into Massimilian, its movement, that's fine. I use Echelon Right.
Okay, so 2 in the right, 1 in the center. Almost said left.
This one here. This one.
Wait, did you order this obscene unit?
Oh yeah, I'm also ordering that obscene unit,
Okay.
and I'm ordering these Blood Sisters.
Oh, okay. So what's the move?
Let's see. First off, move these Blood Harvesters into this building.
Okay, so you end your movement there, and what is the rules for that?
Move these Blood Sisters over here. I believe they have a movement of...
I think most
Here.
things have a movement of 2, except for cavalry and some larger units.
Yep. And this obscene moves over here.
And you gain 2
Destroys
victory
this.
points.
Destroys this tent. Does my obscene's ability proc? Anthony.
Yes. Wait a minute. Let me check.
During your move step, this unit may move an additional...
No, wait.
hex as long as it
Hold up.
enters-
Time out. If an enemy unit occupies this hex at the start of your turn, so it stays there for a bit, but you could still, you can't move through it because it is, I think it does
Since
end
it
movement.
immediately ends its movement, yeah, so I'm betting that's not the case. So let me think about that for a second, actually. Ooh.
Yeah, I got you.
Move you. What I'm thinking, I'm actually gonna move. I'm thinking I'm gonna move here. Right, sounds good.
Okay.
Very good.
Now, what are the attacks going to be?
First things first, let's do this Blood Harvester, guys. Attack these Rune Golems here.
Okay.
That's a lore and 1 damage to the Rune Golem.
Are these the 3 dice over here that you rolled?
Yeah, these are the 3 dice here.
And did you
Actually,
remove
no,
that
it-
second rune golem already?
Oh, actually, no, wait, Anthony. The 3rd dice was here. I rolled a Pierce.
What did you roll exactly? A lore, a cleave, and a pierce?
1, a lore, and a Pierce.
Okay, did you remove the rune golem already?
I already moved the Rune Golem, yeah.
Okay, so this unit is now weak.
Yeah, it's now weak. Gotcha. Let's see. 1, 2.
'Cause I believe the rock warrior cannot be weakened.
I now attack these Citadel Lancers here.
With the...
3. The Blood Sisters.
Oh, the blood... Okay, gotcha.
Please be something good.
Heroic, strike, and a lore. You gain a lore, and then what's your crown ability?
I'm gonna use Blood Magic, bleed a non-bleeding friendly unit with 10-2 Texas.
To cause
Let's
two...
bleed these obscenes.
Hold up, Oh, yes, okay.
Cause 1 damage to the target unit.
Bleeding units rule 1 fewer die during combat rolls. When a player orders a bleeding unit, you may spend 2 lore. Okay, so you make them bleed, and then the Lancers
Bleed these
suffer a
obscenes,
damage.
Deal 1 damage to the Citadel Lancers, and
Okay.
the Obscenes attack these guys, but they only roll 2 die.
Yep, forced.
Because forced. That was 1.
You get a
Don't any
damage through.
heroic, but I got damage through.
And the heroic, you don't have an ability, so it is now
Fortunately, no.
your upkeep stuff. So go ahead, draw a card, and do your thing with the lore. And how many victory points do you? You don't gain any for the banners.
Yes, so...
Go ahead
upkeep
and...
either...
What's your lore step gonna be?
Lore, 1, 2... Let's gain 2 lore.
Alrighty. Now I'm gonna do you a favor here. Alrighty. Now it is my turn. We're gonna play Wedge.
Ah, I see.
So we're gonna order...
Actually, Anthony, you're not going to be playing Wedge.
What?! You have to spend 8... Oh, God!
I know.
Power play.
Chaos of battle, what can I say?
Alrighty, what do I get to
You're
do?
gonna
What do I do instead?
You're going to be playing attack left.
God damn it. Fine, I'll order my frickin' siege golem.
Gotta move your siege golem. Cunning plan, Anthony. Cunning plan.
Honestly, I'd call that dumb luck, but whatever.
I call it cunning plan. Screw you.
Okay, so we're not gonna move because otherwise he wouldn't be able to attack. And then I get 4 dice attacking that unit of obscenes over there.
That's 2 to 6. Jeez. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, you can actually do that.
I get 2 lore. There are no units
And
adjacent
cause
to
1
you.
damage to an enemy unit in addition to it, so
You fall back
that
1
is- you gain
space.
2 lore. Fall back 1 space. During your attack step, if this unit would be forced to retreat, this unit may counter before it retreats.
You're not adjacent.
During your opponent's attack step, if this unit would be forced to retreat, this unit may counter before it retreats.
Yeah, except for the fact that you're not adjacent, so you can't attack me.
It doesn't say anything about adjacent. Oh, is
Yeah.
it because it's a melee counter?
Yep.
Oh, you... Okay. Fine. That does nothing. When I retreat, though, I use Power of Infiltration's effect to remove this bleed.
You wouldn't be forced to retreat into a hex that's occupied by the Blood Sisters. You're retreating into a hex next to them, so I'm pretty sure the wording there...
I'm sorry, I thought it said adjacent. Never mind.
Yep, you're good, you're
That's
good.
fine.
So now it is... That is the end of my turn. I will go ahead and draw a card. So now I'm going to go ahead and just grab 2 lore.
Alright, you do that.
What is your play? Oh, I forgot I get 2 victory points for the rune golems.
Let's think here. What would I want to play here?
Surrender.
Let's play that wedge that you gave me.
Screw you.
Anyways, let's attack with let's order these obscenes, order these blood harvesters, order these blood harvesters, and order these, and order the blood sisters here as well.
Alrighty.
So, first things first, we're gonna move these blood sisters here. End turn, but that's fine. It was gonna end already.
Alrighty.
Fair enough. Gonna move these. Gonna move these blood harvesters here.
Okay.
Question. I would protect them, but that's not really what I would want to do, per se. I'm gonna move these guys here.
Oh boy. Ah!
Yeah, I know. It's a bit wonky like that, ain't it?
Yep. Modern technology. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it f***ing stinks.
Let's attack with these blood harvesters on this rune golem.
Which blood harvester is this one?
This blood harvester here.
Okay.
Attacking this rune golem here. Ooh,
And I guess
grab the hill.
I guess that is my hill to die on.
That it is, Anthony. Because you, for some reason, wouldn't move from it.
Well, I kinda have to in order to frickin' win.
And it's dead, Anthony.
Let's take this thing out properly.
I into the door with you.
Where'd it go?
Oh.
Oh.
You don't know there's a door behind Anthony.
Oh, there is.
From the tabletop perspective.
And it's floating in midair.
Because it has that power. Anyways.
Anywho.
Blood harvesters. These guys are right over here. Attack these rune golems here.
And hopefully failing dramatically.
Hopefully winning spectacularly. Two swords. You're down to one rune golem.
Oh,
Pendulum swings. How do they work?
Honestly, I think you've been kind of... Oh, well, I guess I did have it kind of early. So, Obscene trying to kill this Citadel Lancer.
Correct. It has to retreat one, but it does nothing.
Okay. We'll run onto the hill.
Also, by the way, Anthony, that procced Power of Infiltrations thing, since I eliminated a unit on your side of the field, on your side of the board, I gain a victory point.
Oh, would you look at that?
Making my way up in the world.
Alrighty.
I was gonna start singing that not-so-great song.
Okay.
Let's see, just to clarify, sisters have a range of 3. Not 1. This isn't really much of an issue at the moment, so let's target.
Please don't
let's
do it.
target this Citadel Lancers.
God damn it! With I'm assuming the Blood Sisters.
Yes, with the Blood Sisters. You know it. And it's dead.
And you get another point.
That I do. See, I moved these guys, I attacked with them, moved these guys, attacked with them, moved these guys, attacked with them, moved these guys, and attacked with them. I think that's about it, so it's my lord turn then.
Yeah, so go ahead and draw your card and then decide on your lore stuff.
I'm supposed to have 5 attack cards in my command cards
6.
in my hand at any given point. 6. Oh, I've had 5 for a while then. Right then. Okay. Then
you get another victory point for holding the banner.
Right, and then I'm gonna gain 2 lore.
Alrighty, so now it is my turn. It was your favorite card from the test game, Battlelore.
Oh yay! I love this guy.
And unlike last game, I actually have some units I could order.
Everything gets shuffled into the deck, except the Battlelore.
Okay,
And
so
shuffle the command deck.
I order 2 cavalry units. I get 3 lore, and I'll order an elite unit.
1 elite. So you order 3. You order 2 infantry, 1 elite or legend, and you gain 3 lore.
Well, that elite unit is going to be the Ironbound. The 2 infantry are going to be the Greyhaven Battle Mages, and the Yeah, I gained my 3 lore already. Alrighty, let's do this. So, Ironbound are going to move up here. These battle mages are going to go 1, 2.
Okay, let's have a look at these battle mages.
And then these battle mages are going to go 1, 2. So now the Ironbound are going to attack your Blood Harvesters.
These guys right here? Okay. Hit me with your best shot.
There's a die off the table. And I lost it. Oh, there it is.
And you got 1 lore, 1 hit. Yeah, 1 lore and 1 hit.
Alrighty, and do I have any abilities?
But you forget, Anthony. With every death, the Blood Harvesters become more stronger.
And
their rage.
We gotta read something quickly. Well, I can't attack through my own units, unfortunately.
Also, question, Anthony. Does the command tent die again?
Yes, it's... No, wait. At the start of your turn, it will.
So at the start of my turn, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why these Greyhaven Battle Mages are going to shoot the Blood Sisters.
How dare you?
I just need three pierces. How hard can that be? I got 2!
You got 2 pierces.
The unit's weak, but it doesn't matter, because... logic.
Still gonna...
And I think, line of sight, let me double check.
On there. But darn it, they're gonna tear down that command unit. Sorry.
Okay, I cannot see that Blood Sister unit with my other unit of Battle Mages, so I'm just gonna fire on that Blood Harvester unit over there on the banner.
Hit me with your best shot, Anthony.
They fall back 1 space. They fall back.
Good.
They do fall back, so I forced you off a victory point.
Oh, what, these guys?
Yeah.
You attack these?
Yeah,
oh,
not them. I can't see them because the Ironbound are in the way.
Right, I see. So,
here, I'll hold the banner.
Grabbing that. There. There we go. Right. Yours.
Alrighty. So now... I will draw a command card. And I will just gain 2 lore tokens.
Not really. So, you end your turn?
After I gain a victory point, yes.
So you got your victory points. Anthony?
Yeah, I grabbed it. Sorry.
Okay, so it's my turn then.
I got
this
it.
10th thing.
And you gain 2 victory
Outta
points.
Here. I gained 2 victory points. Alright, now what is the question? The onslaught.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
What can I say? Do a lot of good ones.
Albeit, I'm just gonna tell you now, your obscenes are not infantry units.
Oh, right.
So you get your Blood Sisters and your Blood Harvesters.
Alright. That's fine, however.
Yeah, great.
That's okay, Anthony. To move these guys here. These guys are just gonna stay where they are, and the Blood Sisters... Blood Sisters are gonna move over here.
Yeah, boy.
First things first, Blood Harvesters are gonna attack this Rune Golem, and because of rage, they use another dice because there's 2 models in the unit.
Alrighty.
Eh,
What'd you get?
it's dead. I gain a lore, and I'm gonna use Blood Hunt. Because after a friendly Blood Harvester unit eliminates an enemy unit or forces enemy unit to retreat, instead of using Advance, move that Blood Harvester unit into the hex that the target unit originally occupied, then it performs an additional attack.
You.
You know, Anthony, you got the early lead. Consider this justice. Okay.
You realize you're playing the evil faction here, right?
Hey, justice is blind. Okay, doesn't mean it's good or evil. It's blind, you know.
At least in this case,
Justice
I guess.
is justice.
At least in this case.
Bada bingo. I rolled 3 retreats.
But you do a damage as well.
I do a damage.
No, wait. Is that a single sword?
It's a single sword.
I'm just gonna ignore that.
How? Oh, you mother.
Alrighty. What else you got up your sleeve? What was your third unit?
Also, I just realized I should have gained another victory point because of
Rune Golem.
power of infiltration.
Yep. Now I only have one way to get victory points, and it's not looking too good right now.
Also, I wish I should. Also, now these blood harvesters are useless to me.
Why?
Darn you!
What did I do?
Darn you, retreats!
Oh.
Blood sisters now attack these.
Can't. Line of sight is completely blocked. Line of sight's completely blocked.
1, 2, 3.
You center of this hex to center of this hex. If you do a line.
Why? Why is that a... Okay, fine. Line of sight dictates. Fine. Okay. I wasted this turn. I see, Anthony. I see your line. Also, you muted yourself.
I did?
Yes. I get the gist. I wasted this turn, so...
Not necessarily. It did force my Rune Golems out, so I can only gain points by holding the banners, which isn't exactly the most pressing thing I can do right now.
End turn. Gain a victory point because of banners.
You're at 9 out of 16. While you're doing that, I will go. We're gonna do a line advance.
And then draw this.
So I order one in each lane. We're gonna order the battle mages because I have to. We're gonna order the ironbound.
Because I have to.
And then that siege golem is gonna go in. Not gonna move him. Whoops.
You see, these Ironbound were secretly wanted to be acrobats before they joined the forces.
Well, they're statues, so...
Well, you know.
I think they're statues. I think that's at least the lore that's presented in the shut. Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe it's just choosing to be still.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's the lore, though, that was introduced in Shadow of Narek Hall for Descent, or however the hell you pronounce that. Anyways, these battle mages are going to open fire on that unit of blood harvesters.
How dare you?
Whoa! I caught the
How dare
die!
you? Got a lore.
I got a lore, that's it.
Got a lore, yeah, you got a lore.
I'm not going to use that effect, I'll just gain the lore.
Okay.
I'm already having trouble using the cards I have.
Do you have a max hand size?
No.
No, max hand size.
No, I don't think so. Ironbound are going to attack your obscenes.
You can't kill them, they're too fat.
I can and I will. Yeah, they dead.
Ooh, Anthony. Spend 2 lore to play unstoppable. Or gets eliminated, it gets
I was just about to say you can't counter since I didn't roll any retreats. Damn it.
Haha!
Why?
Now, give me these 4 dice.
I'll just remove them now.
Oh, 2 dice fell off. That's
Reroll
one.
them.
That's 1 kill. Actually, wait. No, that's not 1 kill because of your effect. Because that was a 1 sword. Oh, poo.
I ignored, and because I killed a unit on my side of the board, I gain a victory point. After spending 2 lore.
Is that the case for you?
Yeah, because
Oh.
this is the forest, this is where the space is right next to it, so I get a victory point.
Is the power of infiltration thing occur twice? Occur for both players?
No, it just occurs for you. It's just I just played a lore card.
What was the lore card?
Play out.
Oh, defend the realm. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see. Sorry.
Yep, you're good. You're good.
I was very confused for a second there.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. And I should have done something else, but whatever.
Really
Now the
should
siege golem is gonna open fire on that unit of blood sisters. Because overkill is a thing. She dead.
She's very dead.
Albeit I should have fired on that obscene, because then I could have gotten barrage. I get a lore out of it though, so there's that.
You know. As you do.
And now I draw a command card. And I don't get any victory points, so it is now your turn. What are you gonna do?
Well, none of these cards are really all that great for what I have to do, and I don't want to play that at the moment. So, or do I? I would be capable of moving 1. Actually, yeah, I would only be capable of moving 1 if I roll that, but... That's actually not a bad idea. Let's play Attack Center.
Attack center? Oh, boy. Oh, boy, here comes the onslaught.
No, the Onslaught was another card.
No, I know that. I'm just saying. I'm about to get
Making
slaughtered.
a joke, Anthony. Stop ruining my jokes.
Shutting up.
Ordering. And now that I understand how line of sight works, because it's apparently a thing in this game. Move here. Yeah, actually here. No. Move here. Move here. And now we begin the attack. Blood Harvesters, attack these Greyhaven mages.
Oh boy, here we go. Here you go.
Thank you. The discard pile for the command deck's a bit messy with who's fixing with it.
Oh yeah, there you go, fixed.
Rolling. Lore 1 and retreat. Retreat. 2, 3. That's still line of sight, as I have now learned.
Yes, it is.
I've now learned that line of sight is a thing. And now attack with the blood system. Those same Greyhaven. One pierce.
Yeah, it's fine.
Pierce, do I want to do that? I'm gonna inflict bleed on these guys here because they're within 2 spaces and kill off these Blood Greyhaven mages. Battle mages. There we go.
Alrighty.
And I can't attack with these guys, so in my turn. I guess gain 2 lore.
Okay, and
Actually,
you are up to 10
actually,
victory points.
Actually, I gain 1 lore and draw a lore card.
Well, I'm just gonna mention this. I don't think there's any way I'm gonna win this.
Yeah, you're
Because
severely
my cards are
outgunned,
extremely
outmanned,
crappy.
and outplanned.
My cards are extremely crappy. You're just gonna slaughter me with your blood harvesters. I'm gonna concede this.
You are?
Yep.
3!
That's 2 in a row for serious competition for you after my 3-game winning streak ended.
Well then.
So, yeah, definitely a longer game, but I enjoyed it. It was fun just to sit on a hill. What was that?
It's like the scales have tipped.
Indeed, but once we bring Transformers and Mom and Pock back, we'll see how that goes.
What were your cards in your hand that you couldn't play any of them?
Echelon left, attack right, attack right, and then 2 copies of Dark in the Skies when I have no archers. This hand was shit.
Well, I mean, I had just drew this card that I couldn't even use.
What
but
is
I also
it?
had this. If I ever gained 6 lore.
Ow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I had a Battlelore copy, a patrol left, a patrol right, a desperate ploy in case I got my weak blood harvesters, which can I just say? That card is basically designed with blood harvesters in mind. And I had this useless thing, which I had since turn 1.
Oh yeah, that would have been useless, so. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed what you saw here today. A little long, little more boring compared to what we usually have, but hey, you got to see John kick my ass, so that's always exciting. Anyways, yeah.
It's also exciting when you kick my ass, so you know.
Yeah, it just depends on a couple of things, but yeah, so that's this video. I mentioned the Wednesday, Saturday video schedule potentially. That's not solidified yet, but we'll see what happens. Again, if you want to hear me talk a little more about that, I'll have a link to the episode of Strategic Preparations where I discussed that. And yeah, I think that will do it for this video. Peace out, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Also, by the way, I'm mad at you for winning.
That's my joke, Anthony. You stole my joke.
Too bad.